Because whenever I use cream blushes or liquid blushes, blah, blah. Whenever I use cream blushes or liquid blushes, yes, say that 5 times. So nice to have you back. As you read in the thumbnail and in the title, we are trying out some new products from Surratt Beauty and Victoria Beckham. Now, if you follow me for a while, you know I am a huge fan of Victoria Beckham's primer. It's more of a skincare product that is also a primer and skincare together, and I just feel like even without makeup, my skin looks beautiful. And you know that was the collaboration she did with Augustinus Bader. Well, my original primer has been running low, so I decided to go ahead and buy a new one, and I ended up going with the, I think it was called the introduction package to the primer, and basically you're getting the original and the new golden color one she has together. Because summer's coming, maybe I want a little bit of a golden glow. So we're gonna start first with that one. I'm not sure which one this one is. Is this the gold? No, that says original. Let's try the other one then. And it says, yeah, it's golden. So I do not have any primer on yet, and I'm using this as primer and skincare today. So I don't know if it needs to be shaken up, but we're gonna shake it up. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, look at it. Look how golden it is. It already almost looks like my skin color. We'll see if that dissipates and, you know, kind of disappears a little bit, the color. And because the original is just pure white. So let's get this. I did about 2 pumps. Let's get this pressed in and smeared in. I usually like to press it first in to put it all over my face. And then I just massage it in. Good. Now I have to look up closer because I don't have sunglasses on. Don't have my contact lenses on to see if I have a little bit of a different golden. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have put them side by side so I could see a difference. But I do see a little bit of golden reflect from the light, especially in this area. It's not a lot, and like I thought, even though it looks like foundation, on my finger, it did dissipate into a thin layer, and I don't think this would be enough to use as a foundation. It depends. If you just like a little bit of that glow and that's enough for you, then fine. But we're gonna use this as primer. But it feels on my face just like the original, and it has absolutely no fragrance like the original. Okay, while that's seeping in a little bit, I'm gonna go in my beloved Hourglass Veil Primer. As you guys know, I love to use this under my eyes. So we're just gonna get those eyes set a little bit for my concealer. Just warm up a little bit between the fingers, and I just wanna press in right here where I sometimes get fine lines or my concealer will settle in. Just work that in, just a really nice thin layer. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, now we're ready to continue with complexion. I thought because of these Surratt products I was trying today, and what they are the new Surratt Liquid Blushes. I bought in color Cantaloupe. What else did I buy? I bought in Parfait, and I bought in Classique. Classique is a little bit more darker berry tone. You can just see the color on the packet there. Parfait is a little bit more pearly pink. And then the Cantaloupe, because you guys know when I have a very dramatic eye on, like my Dior signature eye look that I just did, and I like to keep my cheeks neutral. Sometimes I don't wear blush, but then when I do want a neutral cheek but still want a little bit of blush, that's why I got this Cantaloupe, because it looks like it's a very like neutral light orangey color. So let me grab my Surratt Dewy Dews Drops, Dewy whatever they're called, Where is it? I forgot to get that out first. That is in my bathroom, my little section of my favorite foundations, because I always have them handy, about 5 of them that I love to use every day. Let me go get that. Okay, I am back with my favorite Dewdrop foundation from Surratt, and I have it in color 6.5. And let's get this. This is very liquidy, so I'm gonna shake it up. And it actually has a screw off top, and then it has a push button on the bottom, which then that's how I get the drops out. I start 1, 2, 3, 4 drops, 5, why not? And let me go in there with my beauty blender. And yes, I finally have a clean one. I am gonna make it a little moist with my La Mer the Mist. And let's get this going. Sometimes, do you guys really have this feeling that when you have a brand new beauty blender, I feel like it soaks up a little bit more? When you have one that you've been using a couple of times, it's not quite ready to wash out or throw away. It probably because it's already a little saturated with makeup, that it absorbs a little bit less. So that's something I always feel like happens. I'll look in my mirror here and make sure I'm getting everything really even. But you guys see why this is one of my favorite foundations. Well, this goes on very light, gives me light coverage, which I like. But it's one of those colors that matches me perfectly. I'm not like mixing like a scientist in a laboratory, trying to get my right color with a lot of foundations. And it gets such a beautiful, dewy, even skin look. And I think we're done. Just gonna do one more little spritz of mist to pounce that in and make sure that really just blends in with my skin. And I have a light, even coverage. And are we still seeing a little bit of that glow from Miss Victoria Beckham through my skin? Yeah, I still see it a little bit on my forehead. That's good. Okay, let's go on to some concealer. Now, I do have a Surratt concealer. I bought this one about a year ago. This is the Perfectionist Concealer Palette. You get one color is a little bit peachier to color correct, one color that's more for correction also on your face, and then I ordered this one because this is the powder, and I find that nice and peachier to help also the dark lines. I must say, this concealer to me is not creamy enough, okay? But I still do like the powder in here. So we're gonna use that, but I'm gonna dip into my newly discovered and newly fallen in love with Forever Skin Correct. And when I say newly discovered in my stash again, because I've had it for over a year. So I love the 4N because it has a little bit of a peachy. You know, Macon loves that peachy for color correct. So I'm just gonna go right there on that dark line. And then the 3N is the perfect under eye highlighter for me. So then we're gonna take that a little bit all the way up here and a little bit on the side of the nose. And when we blend, all that will be blended together. So I will get a little bit of the highlight and the color correct at the same time. And let's go in again with my La Mer the Mist. Make that a little moist, and then let's pounce that in. You guys, I cannot believe I slept on this concealer. I cannot believe I slept on this. I was trying to even, Alex and I were even discussing, because I told you I did a video on it when I first had it. And I never put that video up because I was so dissatisfied with the results. And I'm trying to think what eye cream I was using. What the heck did I do that it was cakey? Maybe I used too much, and I have no earthly idea. As you see, this blends in so perfectly. And I'm glad this time I remembered to put on my Hourglass primer, because in the video, I was just so excited about all the new Dior products and was very satisfied with what I had already used, the 2 different foundations. I forgot to put on my primer, but this concealer did not crease at all, even though I didn't have the primer. So now it really should be 100% perfect. And I'm seeing that already. It just sits on under your eyes so well. Oh, who knew? All right, let's go in now with a little bit of that peachy powder there. And even though I don't need to set, I'm just going to use that a little bit around in here to highlight, because I do like that. And I'm just going to go in with my cheek brush from Chikuhodo here, because I don't want a lot. I just want something really fluffy. Just fluff it on there, just a little bit right here. Just basically stenciling in right there a little bit. And we are done. Okay, you guys, before I powder my face, let's go in with these Surratt Liquid Blushes. Let's open these up and let's do a couple of swatches and see how I like them. I am a fan of Surratt, but I must say I just got a palette from them. It was a little screwed up. I think they made a mistake. It was a quad, 4 different colors, but somehow I got the 2 top colors were the same, and then the 2 bottom colors were switched. Like it was placed together accidentally wrong. So, but fortunately I ordered that from Beauty Illustrator. They have superb customer service. So I know they're gonna take care of that for me. That's no worries. Okay, we've taken off this secure tip. Okay, it's a little bit of a sponge here, and I assume I have to click. Okay, 5 hours later. Okay, there we go. It's coming out, and let's see what this looks like. Okay, let me put it on solid here, solid stripe, before I blend it in. That's what it's looking like. And this is color Parfait. It's not as a light pink as I thought. Now let's blend it in. Ooh, I have to blend it in with the beauty sponge because I put a little bit too much just coming out there. See what that looks like once I blend it in. Okay, that does give you a nice little pinky rosy color. You guys see that? That is gorgeous. I like that. Okay, let's go on to the next color. Let's go on to Cantaloupe. Oh, we got a little bit of spillage here, but it was sealed, so I'm not worried about it. It probably just somehow got pressurized because babies probably came over on a plane to mama here. So, and you see this beautiful peachy neutral color here. You guys see that? Now let me blend it in and see how that looks. Everything is very like summer flushed. Yeah, and you guys see how when that blends out, that's the Parfait, and that is the Cantaloupe, or Cantaloupe. Actually, it's spelled with a U. I think they want to say Cantaloupe. Okay, and then the last one we have is the Classique. Classique is perfectly fine. It's one more than Cantaloupe. There was a little spillage going on, a spillization going there, and this is what it looks like. That's beautiful. And let's blend it in and see how much that blends in. Yeah, that's nice. So we have Classique, Cantaloupe, and Parfait. I think today I am going to use on one side the Parfait and on the other side the Cantaloupe. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go in and clean my arm off here. I don't know why I chose to wear white today, but whatever. So let's go in, guys, with a little bit of Cantaloupe here. And let's tap a little bit on. Are we liking? I like. See what I'm saying? That's very neutral, very subtle. That's a gorgeous color. I like that. I like very corally. Funny, I don't like corally orange colors on my eyes, but I love them on my lips and my cheeks. And that is right up Macon's alley there. That is gorgeous. Yes, we like. Okay, one down and one to go. We said we're gonna do the parfait on this side. It's gorgeous also. I like that too. It's a little bit more rosy, but it still has a very light coral in it also. I think it's more on the orangey rosy side. I think I like both of these colors. And I have a little texture on this side, but it's not accentuating that texture extreme. Oh my God, now that I look at this side up close, the cantaloupe is so great. And the couple of freckles I have under there, just making him glow like I was just hanging out in Malibu and got a little rosy in the cheeks from the sun. You guys, and they feel really great on. They look great too. Okay, I'll have to do in another video the classique when I'm probably doing something where I need a little bit more darker blush. But right now, the two I tried, and they've dried down. They're not that sticky. But we're gonna go in and set now. And we're going to one of my new favorite powders. We had the Forever Cushion Powder by Dior from my last video. So let's go in here with my Sonia G Face 1. And let's go into this cushion. And we're just gonna stipple on and set my face. And let's see if after powdering the blush, if I lose some of the pigmentation. But what I'm seeing in the mirror here, I can still see a little bit of the color. Of course, you can add a little bit more, but I think that's enough. I don't really want to add any more. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cantaloupe, just to test if it blends out just as well over powder. Because whenever I use cream blushes or liquid blushes, blah, blah. Whenever I use cream blushes or liquid blushes, yes, say that 5 times. I tend to use all my cream and liquid products first before I set my face. I am also not a big baker or a big powderer on my face. So the little bit I stipple here is all that I need. But I know some people do like to set first, and then they want to go in with their liquid blushes or their cream blushes or their cream contours and bronzers afterwards. So let's go in with the cantaloupe again, and let's see how that works. Just for kicks and giggles, you guys. No more is coming up. I hope that spillage was not my whole bottle. All right, I'm gonna see if I can dig some of this out of here. Crap. It's a lot of it in here. All right, but I can't assume that was all of it. Okay, hopefully I can get this. And you see I put a decent amount on there. Let me see up close if it's caking onto the powder or if it's blending out, but I like it better under the powder and then the powder over it. So I am going to take my Face 1 and stipple that a little bit more. No, I'm gonna stick to my regular routine. All liquids and creams under powder, not over, but I just wanted to try it out for you guys. Okay, now we need to get started with the next new product I have. Miss Victoria Beckham came out with bronzers and highlight bronzers and everything. You guys, these things are so luxurious, so high money, yeah, and they do come with a high price. They're heavy, they're weightful. Of course, like I said, I have her serum. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did have on the serum on before I put on the primer because I love her serum. This also was a collab with the Augustino's Beta. I love that serum. And I do have one eyeshadow palette from her. And I bought the very first Bitten lip gloss. It was a little bit too dark black red for me. It almost made my lips look black. Come on, we're peeling off plastic. Okay, I bought in shades number 2 and I bought in shade number 3. Okay, so I don't know why it's been lately when I buy bronzers. It's always very hard for me to figure out what color I need. Looking at, what did we say this was? Number 3. Generally, when you look at this, it does look darker. This is darker than this, and actually warm sand and the contour sole. Okay, they turn it this way, so when I look at it this way. All right, see guys, I hate this stuff because when I'm looking this way, it's saying warm sand and contour sole, but I don't know if they're showing me that as if I'm looking at it this way. So is this the warm sand and there's the contour sole? I think it's the other way around. I think this is, yeah, no, I think it's like, I have no idea. But this side does look warmer here, so I'm thinking that is the warmer. And then this is the number 2, and this is called Warm Soleil and Contour Honey. Okay, so what they are is a little bit more like a warm highlighters or everything. Let's play with them. I already stuck my fingers in there a little bit, and I can tell you the 2 is probably a little bit too light for me, but we're still going to play with it. I want to play with the number 2 on the side where I put the cantaloupe. So we're going to go in with my Sonia G from her Sky Face collection, the Master Face. And we're going to go in what I am assuming is the contour, because it looks like the darker color. And then I'm just going to contour a little bit here. And to tell you the truth, where I'm putting it is not really my contour line. It's more like a little bit more like my bronzer line. But I am getting a little bit more than I did when I tried it 2 days ago. That's looking good. See, that shows you just can't stick your finger in something and think you can evaluate exactly how the results are going to be. I am getting a lot of kick up in here. Not a lot, but maybe it's because of the brush. It's so big and I'm kind of being a little heavy-handed in here. And what I think I did notice is a great contour for the nose. I did already contour my nose with it. So I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss Artist or the Artistry brush here. I think this is the middle one. And I'm gonna go in with that same color and just contour my nose a little bit. I don't really contour my nose. I just like to make a line here to give me a little bit darker bronzy. Over the tip of my nose, round it out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Sonia G Cheek Pro, and I'm gonna try out this warm color. I just feel like it's supposed to be meant to be like a warm glow, not really a highlight, but to give you a nice warm tan. But I'm gonna put that everywhere where I would like to be a little bit more glowy. I am gonna use it in the highlight area, a little bit over the cheek here. I'll use it a little bit over the eyebrow and in the middle of the nose and a little bit here. And yeah, let's go. Okay, now I think I do understand it. Even though it's written upside down on this side, I do believe the color on the left side is your contour, color on your right side is your glowing bronzer. Because I've noticed this is not glowing, this is matte. And so this is what I should really be putting here. Ah, it's good that I did this now. And see, now I'm way too dark in here. Let's see if we can wipe some of that off. Let me go in here. Let's go back in with my powder. Meine Dior Cushion Forever. Where is that glowing? Now I feel like it's muddy. I think that's really supposed to be the contour. So let's go in with my Chikuhodo, the highlight brush, and I'm gonna go back in and like contour and just do it really light in here. I really don't like contouring under my cheekbones. Sometimes it just makes them too aggressive. And now I'm gonna go back in with my Master Face, and I'm gonna go back in with that first color I used, and that's what I'm gonna try to just get a little bit of that bronzing glow. Okay, I mean, it looks beautiful. It's a learning curve. I discovered my mistake. Hopefully it'll be better on the other side. Let's go in with the number 3, and I'm gonna start with the left side first as a contour. So let me wipe off my Chikuhodo brush here, my highlighting brush, and let's go in on the left side and use that as a pure contour. So we're just gonna hit a little bit here, a little bit on the temple, and I'm going to go in with my, let's go in with my Fox from the Chikuhodo, my F-3. I'm gonna go in that with this bronzer color here to give me more tan here. Let's see if I get more of a glow there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you guys, I just mixed up the colors. Can happen. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in with my Smooth Buffer from Sonia G and some more of my cushion powder, my Forever Cushion Powder. And I'm going to buff that off my nose. And in this space right here, and see if I can't use the right contour colors where I'm supposed to. Okay, let's go in again with my Wing Gauze, the Artistry brush. I'm going to clean it off. Now I'm going to go in with the correct contour color, which is on the left side, looking at the palette in the number 2. And let's just put a little bit on this side of the nose. Is that even showing up? A little bit. I have to build it up. But I really feel like the one in the number 3. It's funny, the bronzer in the number 2, of course, works better. The contour really doesn't show up on me. So we're gonna go in the contour of the number 3 and see what that looks like on the nose. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so are we liking this? Does look very beautiful on the skin, but you guys see, I don't know how I can see the mirror, show you the mirror without blinding you, but there's a lot of powder here. No matter if I used a soft brush, a non-dyed brush, a fox hair brush, they're very powdery, which just could mean that they're finely milled. They feel very soft, very buttery, but I am getting a lot of kick up in powder. But let me do some swatches on my arm. Okay, I hope you guys can see these. Okay, this is the number 2 palette. That's the contour. You see how light that is? And that's considered the bronzer. Here, that's the contour number 3, and then that's the bronzer there. So basically, I can get use out of the number 3, both of them, but the bronzer on the number 2, I can get away with also. The contour color in the number 2 is a little bit light, but I know maybe a use for that. What we can do on a day like today when I'm doing not a lot of makeup, let's go in with my Sonia G Blender Pro, and let's go in with that contour color and let's do an eyelid color. Oh my god, you guys look, I just went in with this brush. I hardly did anything, and look how much powder came out. That's a lot. Okay. I'm doing a little bit in the crease with this, and just smear it around. Just give yourself a very light contour, just on one of those no makeup days. And you see it's hardly really showing up. I'm not seeing a lot. Maybe you guys are seeing more on the camera. Yeah, not really showing up a lot. Just basically my skin color. I wonder if I can use that as an all over face powder. Yeah, but that's good. Let me slap on a little bit of mascara, and then we're gonna come back for the last product that I want to try. Okay guys, I just put a little bit of Dark Star mascara on from Pat McGrath. This is not really like a makeup day. We're just playing in some new makeup. I'm studying these Victoria Beckham bronzing palettes again, and I believe warm and contour. I believe the original way I assume that the warm color, bronzing color, give your face warmth is on the left side, and then contour is on the right side. So how I originally used it was correct. Just me, my personal taste, what I use as a bronzer is usually a warmer color than what I use as a contour, as a colder color. And when you look at these colors, to me, that is clearly warmer as this one. This one is cooler. So I would use this as a contour and this is a bronzer. But really studying the packet, holding up here, also it says warm and contour, warm, contour, so from left to right, so from left to right, from left to right. So yeah, the contour in both these palettes are a little bit warmer, even in the number 2. That for me is a lot cooler than that. I would use that as a bronzer and that as a contour. But hey, to each his own. The quality of the product is great. Like I said, out of these 2 palettes, I have 3 different, quote, bronzer contours I could just alternate and use for whatever Svek or use I would like to use it for. And yeah, so that took a little bit of a minute for me to understand that, but how I originally used it was correct. Contour is on the right side. Okay, now I'm probably confusing you guys because right, left, when you open it, click, this is the bronzer, this is the contour, okay? So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go to the lips. And if you remember in the beginning of this video, I said that I did buy her Bitten Lip lip gloss tint. The first color she brought out was too dark of a red. I'm sorry, I put it on and my lips almost looked like I smoked 20 cigarettes. They look too black. Now she came out with a newer color, and this color is called Cherry, and it's a little bit lighter. And a little disclaimer, I've already used it and I love. So let's get this on so you guys can see how it is. It's just a little bit of a tint. Okay, I need the mirror a little close to make sure I know I can see what I'm doing. And you guys see, it's your lips but better. It's not a lip gloss. There's no stickiness to it. There's no gloss to it. It dries down and it just tints your lips. It just tints your lips, and there's no stickiness, nothing you can keep on adding onto it if you want to go a little bit darker. Then once it dries down, it just seriously, like I said, it's bitten lips. It's like you chewed a little bit on your lips and made them a little bit rosy. And they're that perfect no makeup day lip look. I mean, it's just like those are my natural lips. They're not sticking to anything. They're not sticky. And once they dry down, it's not all the way dry. It doesn't come off on anything. And your lips just stay a beautiful cherry color. So you guys, yeah, that's what I wanted to try today. The new Surratt Beauty blushes. I've been still trying to work on my cantaloupe here. And I have a feeling through pressure of shipping, all the liquid that was in here is in the bottom of my cap. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to explain that to Beautylish, but I love the color so much, I'm probably just going to order a new one. And if I still can get something out of this one, then I have 1.5. I do like the Victoria Beckham, contour and blushes. Do you 100% need them? If you probably have other ones that you love also. If I didn't buy these, I'm still perfectly satisfied with, I don't contour that often, but when I contour, my Kevin Kwan, that's one of the best contour colors I have. Love my new bronzers from Christian Dior. Love my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I still love my cream bronzer from the Shade and Illuminate from Tom Ford. Actually, I've hit Pam on that. Have to order another one. So, do you need them? No. Are they worth the quality and the price? Yes, they are. They're luxury. beautiful, can sit on your vanity, heavyweight, and the powders are good quality. I find they're a little bit too powdery. Like I said, it's a lot of kick up, but it may disturb some people, may not. The primer, can't go wrong. That's been one of my favorite primers from Victoria Beckham and Agostino's Beta for over a year now. I think I bought that in January last year, 2020. Glad I have the golden now. I can see using that underneath my liquid tint Le Beige from Chanel. Love that in the summer when I start getting a little tan. I can see that working. And my new bitten lip, love it. Even now that we still are wearing our masks, you should be. By the way, I got my second vaccination yesterday. I am fully vaccinated, but I'm still wearing my mask because it's still required. This is the perfect lip look for you if you have your mask on, so it's not all smeared with lipsticks and lip glosses, and it's just a natural lip look. So I'm gonna end this video, but I want to say one thing before I go. You guys, I'm almost at 100 followers. I want to get to 200. And that's where you guys come into play. I want you to spread the word, tell your friends, get some new followers, because as soon as I hit 200, I am going to do a giveaway exclusively from Victoria Beckham. I know it's a line that not everybody can afford, but it's something that you should at least try once. And in that package, I'm going to make sure you guys get the double duo of her primer. So you will get the original and the golden. You will also get the bitten lip, Cherie lip, and you will also get an eyeshadow and the bronzer. But I will not order the eyeshadow palette or the bronzer until the winner is chosen, because I want to see what skin color that winner has, what preference they have in eyeshadows, and to their specific wishes. That's when I will place the order for that. So you will get both primers, you will get the bitten lip tint in Cherie, and you will get a eyeshadow of your choice and a bronzer of your choice. Okay? So you guys, get talking to your friends, get them to follow, and let's get making up to 200 followers, and then we will have this big Victoria Beckham beauty giveaway. Okay, you guys? So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bells, give me a thumbs up. I know sometimes my videos are chaotic, but that's me. And if you love my chaoticness and my chaotic life, then you gotta love me. And I hope to see you back soon. Your heart, Macon. Bye.